Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another Larry's Arms reaction. Joe gets kicked out. It's only a matter of time. Let's go.
It should be you that's going, not him.
What do you mean me? I mean, what do you want me to go?
Joe, everything is your fault here.
What's my fault?
You broke my computer.
I do. I'm sorry. I definitely broke your computer. I didn't mean to.
It's not even just that. It's everything.
But
You leave my house a mess. You go in my hot tub. You do all this stuff, Joe.
Your hot tub again. It's the extension of your pool.
I'm tired of hearing everything. You know what? This is the straw that broke the camel's back. Just get out.
Where am I supposed to go?
I don't care where you go anymore. Just get out.
I'm gonna freeze you.
Joe,
It's freezing.
get out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Get out.
I have nowhere to go.
I don't care. This is your problem. It's not my problem.
I mean, you really gonna send your friend out to possibly freeze to death?
Oh, come on, you're not going to freeze it. You can find some place to go. Just get out of here.
No place to
Look,
go.
I'm tired of even talking about this stuff. Just get out.
I'm gonna grab some beers for the road.
What? Why would you grab beers?
You don't
You know what? Just take a couple and get out of here.
don't drink Busch Light. I mean,
Go. Just get out, Joe. I don't want to even talk about it anymore, all right?
for what it's worth,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right, bye. I'm so sick of this crap. You know, Tom, every time you turn around, it's something, isn't it, with this guy? Jeez. I don't even understand what I'm going to be able to do with this thing. We're going to be able to fix this.
That's really bad screen damage. There's no way to fix the.
You think I could take it to Jay's computer shop?
He might be able to replace like the entire monitor on it, but I don't know how if that's like
If
a
anybody
specific
can fix
fit.
it, it's going to be him. Now what? It better not be him. I'm telling you what, I'm going to punch him right in the face.
I mean that's a little extreme.
What?
Can you get my blanket or sleeping bag possibly?
Are you serious?
I mean, I'm gonna freeze. It's cold outside, dude.
Here.
I thank you. I'm sorry.
Whose car is that anyway?
It's my brother. My car broke down.
So why don't you just go over to your brother's house then, Joe?
Think of my brother's house. I can't stay. He's got like 5 kids living in the house.
So he can use one more or can he?
I'm not a kid, dude. I can't stay there.
Just go on. Just go.
I'm
I don't-
sorry.
You're not sleeping out in my driveway. I want you off the property. Get out.
I
all
can't
right?
stay in my car in your driveway.
No. I want
Why?
you.
I want to fit you.
Get off my property, Joe. Jeez. You know, Tom,
Yeah?
I gotta calm down. Every time you turn around, it's something else. You know? I'm tired of everything that's been going on with him. Finally, we can get the house the way it was before.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even care. You know what? I'll get Weber to be on our podcast from now on. I don't need Joe. Every time you turn around, all it is the same thing over and over again, isn't it?
I mean,
It's like, you know, it's like a kid. It's like every time you tell him, he still does the same things. Like, how many times you gotta tell somebody something? It's always the same. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know, it's just like the mess that he left out here just recently, right? You know, we already went over it one time before. Remember that when he first came here, he drank my beers? He left everything out here a mess? Cereal on the table and stuff?
So here's the thing about that mess.
What?
That wasn't actually him. See,
What?
I really didn't want him around, so I figured, like, okay, there was like maybe one or two things, but I figured he would pick them up when he got home, so I made the mess a little bit worse. Took a bunch of stuff out of the trash.
Why would you do that?
I didn't want him to be here at that time.
Yeah, but even since then, though, I mean, look at all this stuff, Tom. I mean, he just went out my hot tub and he had new trunks on. Who goes out in somebody's hot tub and doesn't wear any trunks? That's what I want to know. Nobody does that.
I mean, I can't explain the no trunks thing, but I mean,
He eats all our food all the time, Tom. He drinks beer. I put beer in it.
Braxton was diagnosed with choroid plexus carcinoma, a brain tumor.
He doesn't give me any money for any beer. Look at Weber. He brings me over a case of beer. Does Joe bring me a case of beer? Never.
Well,
Except for my birthday, he got me a case of beer. Big deal.
I mean, yeah, we usually provide him the beer anyway. And the food, you had told him, like, put stuff on the list, so you kind of gave him an out for those.
Man, I think of everything that I do for this guy all the time. Everything. He uses the pillows that he's not supposed to use. He just touches everything that he's not supposed to touch. And then this whole fiasco getting me kicked out of the house. And then all of a sudden he's turning around and then he gets us kicked out of every place that we ever went to. We went over to Kevin's house. Well, Kevin's house, he didn't get us kicked out of there.
Well, no, that was Kevin himself.
But you know, he played the drums over his uncle's house. That was screwed up. Like I don't even see. That's what I don't understand. He's like a little kid. You know what I'm saying? It's not like an adult.
Yeah, I mean,
It never ends.
he's impulsive, but it's not like he's like mean-spirited about it.
But all of a sudden you're like on his side.
I mean, he kind of kicked me out a little harshly, I think.
You think I was harsh on him? He broke my computer, Tom.
I mean, I know. I can't say you're not justified.
Well, are you going to pay for a new computer, Tom? Yeah, that's what I thought. And you know he's not going to pay for it. He never has any money. Do you ever notice that? He never has any money? He just sponges off of us all the time?
Kind of let him.
Oh, exactly. Kind of let him. So I shouldn't be letting him now. Is that what you're saying, right?
No, that's all I'm trying to say.
So it's my fault for being nice, because I was nice to the guy and let him stay in my house, that I kind of let him. That's what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
I'm sorry, Tom. I'm really pissed off that he comes here and then that whole thing happens. We play pranks on each other all the time, and you know that. Then all of a sudden, then he's going to break something of mine?
I mean, okay, he said he's been emotional lately, and something like that is a little bit more serious than the pranks we normally do.
Yeah, so I should just turn the other cheek and just let him keep coming into the house and do whatever he wants in my house all the time. That's what you're telling me? I should have did?
You were really twisting words around, you know.
Well, I don't understand why all of a sudden you're saying like, oh, well, you know what, Dad, he's going through a hard time right now. Well, you know what, he's making it a hard time for me, and he's making it a hard time for you in the house. I think he's taking advantage of every situation he's ever been in. That's what I think, Tom. I mean, you know, and who doesn't even come out and tell you why they don't get kicked out of their house? Like, what's this great mystery? He got kicked out of his house, but he can't tell anybody.
I don't know, I'm sure he has his reasons.
Well, then why can't he tell anybody else? If you're going to be using somebody's house or asking to be in there, shouldn't you at the very least be telling them why you're doing that? I mean, don't they at least deserve that?
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
If it's like a really personal issue, then like why would they want to
I
air
don't
dirty
get-
laundry?
it's a really personal issue when you come into somebody's house and use their house, Tom. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
That's true.
Especially when you're eating their food and leave it. Look at the mess he left in the bathroom the other day, Tom.
He did clean that up, to be fair.
Yeah, but that's what I don't understand. Like, then you had a problem with him. Oh, Dad, look, he left the mess in the bathroom. You know? I mean, what about the time that we get kicked out of? What the heck was that about, Tom? I mean, think about it. He's in Jesse's bed doing God's knows what, and he gets us kicked out of Jesse's house. The one place that we had to stay.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright,
So,
what?
You can't blame Joe entirely for us getting kicked out of Jesse's.
What?
Why? Because we were all sitting there, we're drinking in his house?
No, that's not it. So, after all of you had zonked out from drinking and partying, I knew that Joe went upstairs. He was in Jesse's bed, and I decided to crumple up some toilet paper, throw the graphic novel there, and found some loose clothes.
Oh,
Put
no!
them there.
Why would you do that?
With the intention of you and Kevin, since he was there, finding that and being disgusted about it. I thought that it would just be a little prank.
And you just decide to tell me this now?
Well,
Why would you tell me this now, Tom? Why didn't you tell me this a long time ago? Why didn't you tell us this wouldn't happen when we all got kicked out of the house?
I mean, look, I didn't know that Jesse was going to be home that day. It backfired really
Yeah,
bad.
you think it backfired, Tom? We all got kicked out of the house and we had to go through this whole thing because of that?
I know.
Why the heck would you do something like that, Tom?
Because I thought it'd be funny, alright? I thought it'd be funny to see your guys' reactions. I didn't know that Jesse was going to come home.
So Joe didn't do that?
Joe didn't do it.
Oh my. So you've been doing this stuff?
I've been setting him up a few times. I'll admit it.
Oh boy. Alright, that's the end of this video. Stay tuned for the next one.